September 9th, 1999. Me? I was at home. But I am very jealous of anybody who was able to participate in the launch day of Sega Dreamcast.
Directing force in future game development.
No, I can definitely see that driving the direction of the games. I can see the more developers find they can do with the online component of the Dreamcast, the more they're going to develop into it. You know, you might see games like Quake 3 Arena, where the single-player side of the game is a lot less important than the multiplayer, where it's really designed for multiplayer.
I think the modem is pretty significant, where multiplayer is the in thing now. And it has been on the PC, so it's going to be even bigger on the Dreamcast.
Did those last segments whiz by a little too fast? Come by the GameSpot TV website at zdtv.com and check out our Dreamcast online and hardware specials in streaming video. Coming up
Sega Dreamcast is one of the most underrated consoles of all time because not only did it give us a lot of third-party games that are still being played to this day, especially from Capcom, but nonetheless, it was ahead of its time because that was the console that opened the door to online gameplay. So I honestly wish that they can make a Dreamcast 2 or another console or get back into the hardware game because I know they're more than capable, but they're just choosing not to. So it's just very disappointing, but who can blame them? After the disappointment with having their last console only being on the market for 569 days, yeah, I will kind of be bummed out too. But nonetheless, they're the OGs of the game. I love Sega. I love Sega so much. I'm a Sega girl. Look. Last December, Sega sent me this. I was so happy they sent me this. I was like, you see your girl. All right, I feel you. Yeah, man, I love it. I love it. I gotta take more pictures with this. But anyway, let us deep dive into some of my Dreamcast titles. This isn't that big. Over the years when your girl was struggling with bills and stuff like that, I had to sell quite a bit of titles. I'm still to this day working to get a lot of those titles back. So if there's some titles missing, there's a lot of titles missing actually. Feel free to put in the comment section down below any other titles that I should add to the collection, but you'll see it as we go along. So here we go. So as you may know, in case you don't, I am a big fighting girl. I love fighting games. One of my first fighting game titles was Tekken 2. And since then, I was introduced to Mortal Kombat. I was introduced to Marvel vs. Capcom. I was introduced to Soul Calibur. I was introduced to quite a bit of different types of fighting games. So, of course, we have Soul Calibur on Dreamcast. It had to be done. It had to. I'm currently looking for Soul Calibur 2 as well, but it is a little bit expensive right now. So in the meantime, at least I got number 1. So here you go. Next up in fighting games is an all-time favorite for many, including myself, is Power Stone. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are a fan of Power Stone. I had quite a bit of time to get this bad boy. I got it back recently. I really wanted to get Power Stone 2, but that bad boy is expensive. It's almost $200, if not more. I got other bills to pay, so I'm not gonna shell out $200, but when I have free money to just throw, I'm gonna make sure to get that. But Power Stone is an underrated fighting title that I believe deserves a lot more credit, but I would love a Power Stone game, another one, if possible. That'd be great. All right, moving on. So the OGs, Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2. I know, it's very unusual. Hey Contra, there's no cover. I know, right? It's crazy how there's no cover with this. I got a hold of this bad boy when I could, okay? So it's expensive with and without the cover. Like, with it not being complete, I just got what I could. I really just wanted the game. So when I get to it, I'll get to it. But yeah, so there's one. Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes. And then there is two. All-time favorite. Love this game. To this day, they're still doing esports tournaments with this bad boy. I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Comment down below, who is your starter team? For me, I would say that my starter characters, of course, one of the big three, is Storm. It's Storm. Wolverine, and sometimes I will alternate between Mega Man and Chun-Li. Chun-Li will forever be my girl, okay? So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you've played Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and if you have, who are your go-to characters to play with? All right, moving on. So next up, Space Channel 5.
Game rated T for teen.
Move it, bud.
Come on, y'all, give it up for Ooh La La.
Hey, nice pixels, touch.
Check it out, chicks dig the rump shakers. Yeah, she's grooving on that.
Gentlemen, need I remind you that the female of the species is our natural enemy?
Hey, get up there. She wants it.
Hey, baby, come to Papa. Oh, heavens.
Bad dancing. It's a killer.
Space Channel 5.
Space Channel 5. If you've never played Space Channel 5, this is a rhythm game. It's about a reporter named Ulala who is pretty much investigating and reporting along the way everything related to these aliens that came to Earth trying to take over and force people to dance. That's pretty much the concept of the game. She is the only reporter left to report on the madness that's going on. So that's pretty much what this game is about. I like the game. It's, you know, it's not for everybody. I'll give it that. It's not for everybody, but it's still a fun and cute little game. So I know there is a dedicated community for Space Channel 5. So wherever you guys at, if you're watching this video, hey, how you doing? So yeah, it's a dope game. I almost thought about cosplaying her at one point, but never got around to it. So anyway, all right, Sega Smash Pack. This is pretty much an ultimate pack where they throw you a whole bunch of Sega Genesis type of games for this. So for example, this comes with Sonic the Hedgehog, Shining Force, Streets of Rage 2, Golden Axe, Virtual Cop, Phantasy Star 2, Vector Man, Alter Beast, Revenge of Shinobi, Sega Swirl, Columns, Wrestle War, and Golden Axe. Not sure if I said Golden Axe already. But yeah, so there's a lot of Sega Genesis titles on the Smash Pack. I only got one. This is only volume 1. I don't have 2 and 3. I don't know how many there are, but I just wanted to make sure I have at least one of these. So let me know if you have any currently. And if you do, tell me what games are on there, because that would be cool. I can only imagine the other goodies that are on the other volumes. So next up, we have Fighting Force 2. This is a really enjoyable game that I honestly believe other people should play. So, yeah. Oh, rated teen. Rated T for teen. So this is not, you kids can't play this. I mean, it's an older game, so up to you. If you got kids, up to you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was a kid, I was playing GTA 3. I had no business playing GTA 3, but I was playing GTA. My parents didn't care like that, obviously. But, you know, there's a lot of games where, you know, you gotta give it a chance. So, Mortal Kombat Gold. I got this bad boy for about $30. I I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat. Did I play the new one? No, I did not play 11. My favorite Mortal Kombat game of all time is Mortal Kombat Ultimate Trilogy. That is the one that has all of the monsters. It has all of the monsters. It has all of the characters. It has all of the ninjas. It has all of the cyborgs. It has all of them. All of them. That's the one game where I can actually be able to play Noob Saibot, man. I love Noob Saibot. But with Mortal Kombat Go is pretty much just Mortal Kombat 2, just with a few more characters. That's pretty much what it is. So, next up, Slave Zero. I had to get this game on Dreamcast. Now, this is one of those mecha games that you can never get tired of. I enjoy this game. This is one of those games, especially when I was a kid, where you can pretty much use anything at your disposal. You can throw a car. You can destroy a building. Also, you are pretty much a bio robot or whatever, and you're like 500 years into the future trying to, you know what? I kind of forgot the storyline. Now that I think about it, I kind of forgot the storyline. I do know it takes place in the future. You are a robot and you get to destroy a lot of stuff. It was pretty fun. Did I beat this game? No. But did I enjoy this game for what it was? Yes, I did. I kind of forgot the story. The story is pretty hazy to me, but I do remember the gameplay and the combat was very fun. So I gotta play this again. I haven't played this in over a year, and I was testing it, but I didn't beat it. I was testing it, but I didn't beat it, so you know what? I'm gonna play it tonight. I'm gonna play this tonight, and I'll report back at another time. Anyway, so next up is another game, which is Virtual On. This is pretty much a fighting game where you're going against different types of, how do you put it? Kind of like best way to describe it, Gundam. That's pretty much what it is. It's like Gundam. You're playing in the sky. You're playing in different areas. You're fighting other types of machinery. That's pretty much what this is, and it's fun. At first, it was pretty hard, but it really depends on which one you have in order to play. So if you ever played this game, or if you're interested in playing this game, really pay attention to the strengths and weaknesses as you're choosing a Gundam. I know I did a horrible job of describing it, but yeah, give it a try. I wouldn't say take my word for it, but look this up, okay? Look this up. Please look this up. It's Cyber Troopers Virtual On. Look this up and let me know what you think. That's the best way of describing it. Okay, moving on. The classic Tony Hawk Pro Skater, of course. One of the OGs. I had to get this on Dreamcast, okay? Had to. I did get Tony Hawk Underground on GameCube, but I wanted to make sure I have Tony Hawk Pro Skater on Dreamcast because that's where I initially played it. So we had to keep it that way, okay? I'm currently working on trying to find Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, but I digress. Moving on. Ooh, we got 3 left. So, Mach-N X. I found this game a few months back. I've never heard of this title before. But when I played it, I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. So to anybody who has heard of Mach X, can you please tell me if you got it when it first came out? Is this one of those games that you rented at Blockbuster and you gave it a shot and was like, hey, it's not that bad, I kind of like it. This game wasn't that expensive, but you know, I wanted to give it a try. So that's why I bought it. And the second to last game is WWF Royal Rumble. I enjoyed this game. I don't watch wrestling like that. I used to when I was younger, but there's a lot of underrated wrestling games that I believe more people should play. Like Royal Rumble was a great one. Of course, I had to get it on Dreamcast. But then there's other titles, especially on the N64, that other people, they should feel me on this one, such as Wrestlemania 2000, especially No Mercy. Where my wrestling fans at, man? Like, I love wrestling games so much. When it comes to different types of sports games, I'm not into Madden, I'm not into 2K, I'm not into any of stuff like that, you know, golf, but wrestling is great. Yeah, one of the greatest of all time is Fight for New York, for crying out loud. That's a wrestling game. What? Y'all sleep on wrestling games, man. There needs to be more wrestling games. And if I honestly wish Def Jam quit playing with me, man. Quit playing with me. Give us another Def Jam game. Please. That would be fantastic. I want it to be a mix of like the new school with the old school. That would be great. Give it to me. Quit playing with me, man. How much money do you need? How much crowdfunding do we need to do? Because games like this and other wrestling games, especially No Mercy, deserves a lot more credit. It needs more credit. I want more wrestling games. Please, more wrestling games. All right, enough of my rant. Last but certainly not least, one of my favorite Dreamcast games of all time is Crazy Taxi. I love Crazy Taxi more than any other Sega game besides Sonic and Jet Set Radio and Power Stone. It's a lot of titles. But anyway, I love Crazy Taxi. I love Crazy Taxi. I love Crazy Taxi. I love Crazy Taxi. All right, and that is it, you guys. These are the titles that I currently have. There's other titles that I'm currently working on getting, such as Phantasy Star, Power Stone 2, Jet Set Radio. I didn't forget about you, Super Go Jay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. You want me to get Jet Set Radio? I got you. But there's plenty of titles I need to get. So in case I miss any that's already on my list, please let me know in the comment section down below any other Dreamcast titles that I need to add to my collection. And let me know in the comment section down below if there's any titles that I have that is one of your favorites, or if there's any games that I'm currently missing that is one of your favorites. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of the community where we play a lot of retro games. We talk about retro games, all that good jazz. And next up is going to be a N64 collection video. It's coming right after this one, so stay tuned. But until then, I love you guys to infinity and beyond, and I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!